Hello, hello. We are back again, day drinking, as we tend to do on Wednesday afternoons. Nothing particularly unusual or special this week. I'm doing a brandy power tasting, Cardinat. We got a lot of single barrel samples. We got a bunch of Baraillon, and the new single cask from Domaine de Miraval. So we'll look at that dark color. You don't see Calvados looking that dark very often. Had an awesome tasting last week at Bar Maruno. Ian Sturzman from MGP. Really exciting, wonderful event. Awesome food, great people. What a pleasure that was. Thank you all for those who attended. Matthew, I saw you here. And a little announcement. We are going to welcome the wonderful Trey Zoller from Jefferson's Bourbon. Famous old brand. Well, not that old, but famous brand, in our San Francisco store for a tasting tomorrow, 4:30 to 6:30. Highly recommend if you're in the San Francisco area, you go in and talk to Trey about all the crazy stuff. He is very knowledgeable. He's been around since, really the start of the bourbon boom. Autograph signing, apparently, I would imagine. So that should be really, really fun. And, we're in the midst of lottery. So I won't be doing any giveaways today. So all you bourbon bros who just come here to get your special lotto entrance, you can sign off now. But if you're interested in brandy, come on down. We're going to start with the Cardinats. I have a number of samples going all the way back to the early 80s and starting with a young gun. This is 2009. One of the youngest things, we've had some real success with some of the young Cardinats. This is barrel number 160. And if you guys haven't had the 2005 that we had, which was, this is pretty dark, but that thing is like coffee. Definitely want to check that out. We have another batch of that coming, along with the very popular 88s and 98s, which we've done really well. Devin, there's some 85s coming from Baraillon, one of the best casks I've had. I'm going to taste them today, so you can get my takes on them. So this is a beautiful little domain. It's run by a young couple. The wife is she had met her husband in London, and when her father, she was like a marketer, like went to London for marketing school, and then when her dad got sick, came back and started running the domain. There's lots more Cardinat coming. I have both reorders of the 05 that we did so well with, the 98 and the 88, and we're tasting. This is, you're not going to be able to see that today because of the size of the bottle. We're tasting 8 vintages here today. This is the 09, 55% alcohol. So lots of new wood here. Obviously, you see the color. Gorgeous, like dark, brambly berry fruit, big oak spice. Definitely a youthful side here. Pretty punchy on the nose, but with sweetness, like a great fruit character. Yeah. Little tannic, little mapley, a lot of maple. Good, but I think not quite where the 2005 was. Let's see. Moving on to cask 120. This is a 2008. Oh, of course, the top's coming off. Okay. 2008, 59.3% alcohol. I don't know exactly what the distinction is with some of these in terms of, like, are they adding water before bottling, or is it just different batches are higher than others? Like, why is the 2008 4 degrees higher than the 2009? Guess I gotta go back and ask our friends at Cardinat. This is fun. Tiny little corks. Very cute, but very easy to break. There we go. So, anyway, we've done really well with these. Killer values. The prices are going up, and rightfully so. I think they were undervalued. I hate to tell these producers, so much, but occasionally, you just have to say, hey, man, I'm fine with you raising your price a little bit. These aren't as bad as the Baraillons. The Baraillons, they wanted to raise them almost 50%. This is very fruity. More on the, like, it's kind of unusual Armagnac glaze. More like the yellow fruits, like plums, yellow plums, honeysuckle, and a little bit of coffee. Bit of savory leathery character behind. Oh yeah, that's a big boy. I think that might need more time. I might need a little more time. That's still a bit primary, in my estimation. Maybe it's that high proof that's getting me, but I wonder how many of these I'll have to open with the corkscrew. I guess it's dry in our office. Yeah. No surprise there. Here we are on to the 07 54.5 cask 187. Yeah. The murder cask. Ooh, this is kind of in between the first two. God, I think that 9 was showing really well, I have to say. That's interesting. I tasted these all once before, but it's always fun to revisit. Gotta really know. This is also a bit primary as compared to the 9, which was definitely felt more developed. Lots of coffee stuff here. Darker, not as fruity. Oh, and that really pops on the palate. That's like got a graham crackery sweetness, almost like a maple cookie. I think we'll probably take some of that. 7. That's pretty good. All right, onwards and upwards. We're talking 03, 51.5. 03, this is a famous vintage for wine. Usually brandy kind of doesn't like these types of vintages, but if you're good in the vineyards, you can make it work. Super warm. Then this is the vintage in France where it was 100 degrees for weeks and weeks and weeks. I guess we've recently had another one of those, haven't we? Is it this year? But pretty cool brandy here. Cask 131, 51.5. Oh, much more developed here. Wow, this is really next level stuff here. That has a huge dried fruit character. Kind of moving into the more exotic spices. Old wood, exotic wood. La canicule de 2003. Exactement. Etienne knows. How's the lottery going, Dan? It's awful. Thanks for asking. Oh, this is really good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's about the whole thing. super balanced on the palate. Lots of sweetness, and then those dark, savory, leathery, oaky flavors popping up. Long finish. Oh, that 03 is definitely the best of the bunch so far. Very fun stuff. Now 95, right at 50%. This is cask 93. Only 180 liters in this barrel. Means someone enjoyed it. These guys don't do a whole lot of eulage, so they kind of just pull stuff out of the barrel. And until it gets till about under half, we'll probably buy the whole thing if this is any good. 180 liters, 250 bottles, not very much. Let's give that a go. Give it a go. Oops. What are we tasting? It's the Cardinat single cask. We're selecting barrels together here today. Which bottle is this? This is not available yet, but a famous brand that we've done really, really good work with. Small little distillery in Baz Armagnac. Yes. This is more old school than some of their other stuff. You can see the color's a little bit lighter. Maybe not as much new oak on the 95 as some of the other vintages. Gorgeous kind of stone fruit, stewed stone fruit. Herbal tea, black tea. Very fruity. That's nice. Old school. Not as big and punchy as some Cardinat drinkers might want, but I think extremely well balanced. Maybe a little bit lower like that 98. I'm sorry, was it the 88 that was a little lighter? In any case, it's quite good. This is cask 52, 1994. You'll notice the outrageous proof on here, 60.7. Whew. Can't wait. Kai, welcome, brother. Oh, that's a whole different level. This is pretty gnarly. Might have to get some of this just for S&Gs, as they say. That's super high tone here. You do get the proof. More solventy and lacquer box, and McSherry likes those big. You like those big alcohol bombs, huh? Oh, wow. Stays pretty balanced on the palate. Lots of red fruit. Lots of chocolate. That's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. Okay, we have 3 more to go. I'm powering through this. I think winners are pretty clear. 09. Probably take a little bit of everything, honestly. Can't have too much Armagnac these days. 03. The 95 was great. 94 is pretty good. This is 1990, still at 56% alcohol. I love that. Cask 90. 60.7. Can you believe that? And here we're at 56%. Just get that last one out of the glass. It was so hotty, heady. This is back toward more classic. This is pretty meaty, this one. Did you mention there was an L'Encantada coming at some point? No. There might be some. They have a new distributor in this market, which I'm hoping will be more access. There was a little bit of a new domain I haven't had before. I can't recall the name precisely. And I think I have some XO 4.0, which is very good, of course, for 100 big ones. But not single casks of Encantada. The last one I had that were sent over were pretty interesting. It was a barrel that, like, tasted basically like balsamic vinegar. And I liked it a lot. Oh, I really am liking this 1990. It's kind of got it all. This is pretty. This is 33-year-old Armagnac now. Super complex on the nose. Just keeps going. Oh my God. That's a big boy. That has everything. That has the whole thing. That's the best one so far. That's really good. Super balanced, super complex, super long, adding in some minty menthol flavors. Oh, anyway, the balsamic vinegar was like gonna be $350. And I was just like, I don't know if anybody cares about that. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of people email me about Marquesto, that new brand. I guess I'm not sure how new it is. We need more La Fresh. I'm working on that, Bodek. There's literally only 2 barrels left. I've asked them to hold them for us. They're quite young, and I don't want them to sell them yet. I think they need time. And then we're working on the back vintages. They have Bonbon going back decades, which is a whole different world. But I don't want to give up too much info because, it's tough. Any tequila news? Love both the Volon's expressions. That's big news in tequila. Volon's finally available at K&L. That's been a long time coming. Let's see. New Amatiteñas. Those have moved to a new distributor, and they've released a Reposado and an Añejo, which I'm excited to taste. The Blanco went up a little in price. So it goes. Such is life. This has so much going on. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's really good. 1987, cask 103, 55.5. Our second to last Cardinat today. I think we got some real winners here. Probably take an 09. Probably take some 03, 95, 94 for you, McSherry. Definitely some of this 1990. 87. Too late to reply to the Lotto email. Totally missed the email until you mentioned it. No. If you go today, you should be fine. We're not doing anything today because just too much. But tomorrow is too late. This one's very pretty too. This one's more on the floral side. This is very, very pungent on the yellow and white flowers. Is Lotto a local only? You have to be a regular customer to get in the Lotto. Sort of like top customers get an email and get access to a bottle of something special. It's how we dole out our big boys and then just say thank you to great customers, give them great stuff. When you have 3 BTACs and 4 bottles of Van Winkle for 150,000 customers, it's kind of complicated. That one's very pretty. It's not my style. Might take a little bit of that. Very pretty, very soft, very floral. Probably skip it though. If somebody really wants a flowery Armagnac. Cope 1991. I think you're very smart. I would put that top of my list too. Top of my list. The one I tasted was freaking stellar. We only got 1 bottle though. Can pause. Back. Are we back? No. Nope. Nope. Still no. You got it? There's audio is back. Yay. I got new AirPods, and they're just terrible. They're constantly disconnecting from my phone. I also bought new air tags to, like, keep track of my keys. Those things are really outrageously annoying. But in any case, I think I was saying something about King of Kentucky being the bomb. So, I should start muting myself while discussing the lotto. Anyway, nobody wants to hear about it. Hopefully this will be our last year of doing it this way. Whatever you're saying looked interesting. And does one need to spend thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars to qualify as a good customer? Jeff, no, it's like not even that much money, you know, $1,500-ish. And it's not just a straight spend. Like, if you buy KL exclusives, you can qualify for, you know, by spending much less. So top KL exclusive buyers are qualifying at a lower level than non-exclusive. And then once you're selected and you send in your thing, it's totally random. So we literally pick names out of a hat. So it's not as if you have you know, more of a chance of getting something great if you spent more money. So sorry, people who spent more money, but such is life. Anyway, I think I've poured the 1984. This is cask 40B. No clue what that distinction makes. 58.5. That is a nearly 40-year-old Armagnac that's still almost 59% alcohol. What a shock. This is, you know, this is what you get. Dry cellars. How many people are in it? Cope. It's like more than 1,000 people are in it. This is gorgeous. I'm in love with this. Oh my God. Dense, dark. Oh, SoCal Bourbon Finds. That's the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me. $58 is good with me. McSherry still digs it. Great. Ooh. Yeah, it's a big boy. Ooh. Minty. Oh. Incense and crazy spices and weird sweetness. That's a wild little cask. I like that a lot. All right, I'm going to buy all of this stuff. So that's the 84... the 87 and maybe the 8 and 9s are the only pass. Oh no, the 8, 7s and 8s are the only pass for me. So we should have. Did we like the 87? I think we're gonna pass on the 87. We're gonna pass on that one. 6 new vintages of Cardinat. I bought. So Baraillon is now limiting us our purchases. We're too big for our britches. They have 2 casks of 8. They have 1 cask of 1986 on the table, of which there are 150 liters. Any G&M connoisseurs? Did you just ask that question? Someone else just asked that question. Handsome Curtis. Or am I going on backwards? G&M Spey Malt Macallan will be here tomorrow. It's a 2003. First fill sherry. Hogshead. It's pretty good stuff. 19 years. Oh, Baraillon. Wow, these are gnarly. This is only 45.5, but more like varnishy and old wood. Oh, that's what I was talking about when the sound went out. Yeah, we have Spey Malt coming. And then next week, we're waiting on the pricing because they screwed up the pricing. We have a barrel of Kleinleich, 2009. It's a 13-year-old. It's refill sherry, but very sherried. Rossville Union was very good. I really am glad you enjoyed that. We have two Rossville Unions. One is that high malt, which you can also buy from Smoke Wagon, but you can get one direct from MGP for less money in K&L. Chatter of JD cast strength rail. Jack Daniels is a total black box. Which IB on the Klein list? It's Gordon MacPhail. It's similar to the one we had 2 years ago. Simra Lydia, I don't have a good time frame. It was supposed to be here 3-4 months ago, but should be soon. The 86 Baraillon, wow, tastes very light compared to the last several that we've had. Very easy drinking. 85, cask 125. There are 2 casks of 85, but if I remember correctly, she'll only sell me like 150 liters out of each of them, even though they're totally full. Likes to spread things around, I guess. David, had a chance to try the new Bardstown 6-year bottle and bond weeder? Nope, but I've heard it's pretty good. Oh, this one's like tropical. Lychee, mango, cedar, cigar, fresh tobacco. Oh, this is good. These are very drinkable after the Cardinats, I'll tell you what. But that is a good cask. Let's try the other one. That's cask 31, 46.7. 300 liters available. No, 300 liters in the cask, only 150 liters available. Which one of the Rossville Union is the high malt? It's the one that's not 1339. I forget the number. 222 maybe? No, that's the remist. I forget. I can pull it up. Yeah, Devin, we're definitely getting the 85s. I'm going to take both of these. This one's a little bit more oaky, oak-driven. Less of that fruit. More peppery. A little bit snappy. Flinty. Pretty on the palate, though. So, and then they offered me a barrel of 1980, 42.6. She noted there are 370 liters in it, except I'm allocated 2 bottles. So I'm not sure why I have the sample. I guess I should covet it. Apparently they don't have a lot of 80 left. Live to Swim just did the research for me. It's 1557 on the Rossville. That's the high malt. Oh, I get that. This is gnarly. This is super perfumey. Lychee. Kind of gasoline-y, too. In like a good way. Live to Swim, you're killing, bro. Oh, into the mango. Varnish. Tropical. Well, that's really, really like next level stuff. Oh my god. Well, it's a bummer I can get 2 of those, 2 bottles of that. So if anybody remembers this moment when we get our 2 bottles of 1980 Baraillon, I highly recommend you buy that. That was incredible. Incredibly delicious. They've done something crazy there. It's like they've dumped a bit of 60s Bowmore in that guy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all you need. Of the 85, which was your favorite, Devin? It was for sure barrel 125. Buy that. But they're both great. Sorry about your 2023 budget on the Gordon MacPhail stuff. We've just got a container leaving Scotland as well, with a ton of Old Particular and some Hart Brothers, and then working on another container with our friends at Dornoch, which will include their beautiful, super affordable blended malt and Scotch whiskeys, one of which is, mean, an absolute coup. They're both wonderful. One's like kind of a malt blend of, I think, Kleinlich and Kalila. And the other one is from a very important Highland distillery, heavily sherried. Oh, wow. This is different. This is like the Macallan of freaking Calvados here. This is nuts. 22-year-old Brut de Fou. Look at that color. 50.5. I think this is coming soon. Merval. We still have a great barrel, 19-year-old, much lighter in color. This is, I think they're only make 100 and so bottles here. Super gnarly here. Super apple, dense, dark, baked apple. Big incense vibe here as well. It's an incensey day. More Thompson Redacted. Their blends are solid and inexpensive. Love my Hog Monet bottle I got from their Lotta. Oh, you're on it, Ryam legend. Yeah, I think Thompson Dornoch is the most exciting operation in Scotland today. Wow. That's intense. That's a spicy meatball. That's a big boy Calvados. Kind of in between, it reminds me of somewhere in between like the Domaine du Tetras, which are like even more intense and extracted and almost sherry-like, and something like Camus. Because it's so powerful on the palate, but it still retains the apple, and it's concentrated, but it's not hard on the palate, on the palate. It's so powerful on the nose, though. I can't handle it. Oh my god. I wish we had started with that one. That would have made a big impression. Anyway, always better to go up, I guess. So that's the show today, guys. Any big questions before I sign off? Want to chat about life? We're enjoying the store. It's good to be back. Got lots going on. Feb's going to be, pretty much hunkered down. I know, Camus. I know. Camus with a T, by the way. Tall guy. But Camus with an S is good too. It's not Calvados. How similar is the Found North port finish to the Midwinter Night Dram? It's way, way, way better. Will my dad ever come home with the milk he promised? Ruku Muku. No. The milk is bad and your dad is gone. I love the old Dusties you sometimes get. Any more in the works, or are they just random finds? A lot of those I have to buy at auction. We can't really buy Dusties from normal people. Like, that's illegal. The only chance we ever have to buy collections, and according to California law, is in the case of death or mental incapacitation. That's pretty rare. And the auction market's gone so insane that I've it's kind of a waste of my time to spend a lot of time on these auctions because everything's so overpriced there. If I can't turn it around and give you guys a great price, I'm probably going to miss it. But anyway, back to the Found North. It is a different style. It's not as sweet and vinous as the Midwinters, Benji. I don't want to get you the wrong idea. If you really like that, I mean, the wine character is there. The other thing I'd say about the Found North is that it loves air. Like, that first pour is like, it's just so tied up. And then it just opens and opens and opens and opens. And it's like pour it and come back an hour later. And then it's just ready to go. I saw someone wearing a K&L hat on my way back from London, almost asked to buy it off them. Must have been an employee. You can't get it otherwise. That's very strange. We do have a whole bunch of people traveling into Vin Expo right now, so it may have been one of those people. Sagamore Port greater than Midwinter's Night 2. I haven't had that. Had the Found North 2 nights ago. Liked it. Great with chocolate cake. Thank you, Social Gin. Thank you. Is Canal getting Sagamore anytime soon? Yeah, there's new distributor for Sagamore, I think. So I think we will. We've dabbled here and there. Any chance of any single barrel tequila picks in 2023? Brasserie Gregoire? Absolutely. Yes. I have one barrel coming from the new brand from Lalo Orndine, the Paladar. We are hoping to do... I got a barrel of La Alteña, a Reposado. We are going to do... maybe our friends in the valley might give us a barrel. I have a San Matias, 7+-year-old. Who knows where that is? I ordered that a long time ago. No telling what'll happen with that. Might have a Corazon in Weller coming soon. La Alteña is awesome. Hoping for Fortaleza. And then I'm trying to do a blend up of maybe one of those Fuente Seca Cano blends. Do some young and old type of exclusive product. Any other OB Scotch picks coming? Love the Benromac, Glendronach, etc. of the past couple of years. Yeah, working on new samples of Benromac. Been not offered nothing from Glendronach, unfortunately. I have an old Pulteney, a 16-year-old old Pulteney coming that's killer. In fact, that could be here next week, I think. Have you dabbed in agave spirits aged in the States? Have you dabbled? Yeah, I don't think many are very successful that I've tried. There are certain things that are okay. Big question is the pricing is usually pretty high. Pretty excited about Pablo's new project with Dave Jennings, The Pride of Anderson County. Yeah, that should be lovely. Can't wait for that. With Starward going mass production, finished stuff with which pales to the 10th anniversary earlier. Can we get some Lark Sullivan's Heartwood to replace it? Yeah, Sullivan's has been available. They've been available. They were on. I had them on the show during COVID, and I love their stuff. They're wildly expensive, and they switched distributors and basically doubled the prices. So I don't really know what to do with that. So if you're interested, I can get them for you. I haven't seen Lark in some time. When they come, they sell very, very, very quickly. I have not seen any Heartwood in this country. So if you see it, let me know. I haven't seen it. Now that Four Gates added KLCA to distribution, will you be doing any picks with them? I haven't been offered picks, but they have offered us product. So I kind of told them I want to taste it. I should buy it. I guess everybody's into it. But, I don't love buying things that I haven't tasted. How bad can it be, though? Let's be honest. It's not cheap. It's very expensive. It's like $200 a bottle. Or something like that. $150. What's coming with Old Particular? Oh, my God. So much stuff. I love that you asked that question. Do you want me to get the list out? I will get the list out. I don't know if I have enough juice for this. Let's see. Getting the list out for you boys and girls. Let's see. Kevin collaborations. Oh, the Kelvin collaborations are really good. Yes, I think that's kind of what's on the table. They're pretty interesting. Okay, the full list from Old Particular. If you want to get real weird with it. Let's see. It's a big boy. Old Particular. Where are you, buddy? There we go. Okay. Cameron Bridge. I've done this. I did this last time, actually, and I love doing it. I'll do it again every time. Cameron Bridge, 1992, 30-year-old. Invergordon, 1996, 26-year-old. Ardmore, 97, 25-year-old. I love that. Aaron, 2013. That's a bourbon barrel, 9 years old. A Thrusk, 2010, 12 years old. Blair Athol, 2009, 13-year-old. Blair Athol, 1997, 25-year-old. Sherry, that's a monster. Dark. 10-year-old Lafroig, 2012. 22-year-old Lafroig, 2000 vintage. It's going to be expensive, sorry. Orkney's Finest, 2008, 14-year-old. Kalila, 11-year-old. I'm sorry, 2011, 11-year-old. Kalila, 2014, 8-year-old. Bunnahabhain, 2008, 14-year-old. And a Glengoyne, 2007, 15-year-old. That is what we're getting from Old Particular. Very exciting. Yeah, our Aaron Ardmore, all sorts of fun stuff. Obviously, Lafroig with Lafroig on the label is very interesting. We're getting a Lafroig from Thompson Brothers with no Lafroig on the label, but in the old school Lafroig label, which I love. I love that cheeky sort of stuff. And I think they'll call it Williamson. Yeah, I mean, 14, 15-year-old Hoggy of Bunnahabhain shouldn't be too expensive. I think it's going to be a easy winner. That old Blair Athol will be exceptional, but exceptionally expensive, of course. We'll see if we can get through that. Yeah, it's kind of like my Cragganmore of this year. If you hadn't had the Cragganmore 25 year, it's a monster. There's only a little bit left. Any single cask Ardnamurchan coming from Impacts? I hope so. I love Ardnamurchan. Huge fan. I just tasted a sample of my Ardnahoe cask. Thank you, Tristan, for muling it back. We purchased, not for the store, just, private barrel type thing with some friends. That's pretty delicious. We have had several tastes of barrels from their distillery, but all like older. And this was a bourbon quarter cask at only 18 months. It was just stellar, still cracking. So that'll be 10 years out probably, but really funny. Do you have any Pliny? What a funny question. River stuff goes through San Francisco, but I don't think we can ship them down here. Thank you. Ilya says we cannot ship them down here because, Bourbon Bros got all upset they weren't in the fridge. I'm sorry. Beer Bros. Beer Bros and Bourbon Bros. All just so good. How's the Bunnahabhain 12-year cask strength? Picked up my bottle today. It's delicious, McSherry. Killer value. I'm pretty sure they screwed up the price on us, considering we charge $70 for the regular 12-year. And they're not known for their low pricing. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. That was a good find. But now it's gone, so voila. And that's all I got. It was good fun today, guys. Really enjoyed these Cardinats. The Baraillon are slam dunks. So, yeah, expect a lot of brandy this year. It's gonna be a good brandy year. I guarantee it. And we will see you next week. I might take next week off. Not sure. I might take next week off from the show. We'll let you know sometime beforehand. But I'm looking forward to our next moment together, and I'll see you around. All right. Thanks so much. Ciao.